Little video here about jellyfish. This is the last thing that we're going to be putting in our fish diorama, and it was suggested by Katie, so thank you, Katie, for that. I haven't tied this one in, so I can pull it apart and show you how we made the tendrils. So for the actual body of the jellyfish, it's a clear plastic dessert tub. I can't remember what make this is, but along the dessert aisle in the supermarket you can find these little pots. Clear plastic ones are better because we're going to see through, and jellyfish are very see-through. I think they're 95% water. So this one worked well. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little iridescence, a pearliness, and that I got off a label from a shampoo bottle. And I just cut off the little bits without the writing and they were sticky, so I stuck them on. So let's just run through how I made some of the tendrils. I've stuck to pinks here because they're going to go really well against the blue. So I started off with a bit of wool. We want to get a variety of thicknesses and shapes. So wool. I've got a little bit of ribbon here. You've got some blank cards in your activity pack and they came wrapped up in a bit of ribbon, so I kept that in my box with all my other recycled materials. And this is gift wrap ribbon. I got a job lot in a car boot sale once. Loads of colours. And this curls beautifully. It's not a woven material, it's some sort of plastic. So to get a nice curl, a ringlet, you want to fold it over an edge of a pair of scissors or a knife and pull at an angle, and then you get this lovely springy curl. So I've done that to several pieces. What else have we got? So I've got some clear plastic, like the body. Clear works well. So this was just a strip of freezer bag, and I've done the pinch and pull technique like I did on the seaweed. So that's just clear with no decoration, but I've decorated some of this with some acrylic paint. Emulsion won't work very well, it will ping off. So if you do have access to acrylic, that would work well. Maybe nail polish, but don't go nicking mum or your sister's nail polish. Ask if they can spare just a little bit. So with a pinch and pull, pinch either side and gently pull apart. Don't pull too hard, otherwise you'll rip it. You could practice on a little piece to test your strength out. But that gives a lovely curvy little edge there. I think that works really well. Bubble wrap. There we go, little bits of bubble wrap, different lengths. That's rather gorgeous as well. And then I've got two more. I've got several little bits of the plastic. I think I scraped it. If you look here, you can see I've put on the paint and then I've scraped it, maybe with a knife or something, so you can see through it, rather than having a solid piece of colour. I've just given it a little bit of a pattern. So they've all worked really well. And then this, this was emulsion. Oh, I said don't use emulsion, but I think it has stuck to it. I tried it on bubble wrap and it didn't work, so maybe it's going to work on a freezer bag plastic. So you could put a couple of kinks in that as well. You can see that works well. So to attach it, we want to gather up all the ends, keep them nice and tight. Now, unfortunately, my laptop is pointing down onto the top of the table, so it's going to be difficult to show you the end result with them hanging up. So there we go. And to tie it, we're going to use a little piece of wool. Put a knot. I'm going to wrap it round a bit more. Put another knot in it. Make sure it's nice and secure. I'm even going to go for another one. And I've pierced a hole in the top. I think I just used the scissors. Just be careful when you're doing that. you could ask someone to help. And then you want to get the two ends and poke them through. This is the tricky bit. I was going to use a crochet hook, but I can't seem to find one, so I'm just going to see if I can push it through and grab it at the other end. There we go. So keep the length because we're going to send that through the top of your box. So there we have it, this wonderful jellyfish with movement. I think there was one last thing. If you can't find one of these, this is a little clear dome that comes on the top of cornettos. I think the Co-op do a variety as well. So they could do a little mini one if you didn't want a huge jellyfish. That's going to take up quite a lot of room. Okay, have a go. Collect little bits of pink and see how you get on with that. Okay guys, that's it for now.